What is it?
A Judas goat. Didn't you ever see one?
No, what does it do?
Watch and you'll find out. See, when they get to the slaughterhouse, he decks to one side and the silly sheep go in to get their throats cut.
A Black woman from Orange County will go down in history for leading the effort to solve this global pandemic. Dr.Kizzmekia Corbett with the National Institute of Health is on the front lines of working with a team of scientists studying Moderna's vaccine, one of the two COVID-19 vaccines shown to be effective by more than 90%. The drug expected to receive emergency use authorization by the FDA later this week.
I wanted to make it clear that the work that we've been doing for so long, I stand by it with essentially all of my being.
But Pew Research shows only 42% of Blacks are likely to get vaccinated compared to 63% of Latinos and 61% of whites. One of the reasons, decades of abusive medical tactics on Blacks dating back to the Tuskegee syphilis experiment of 600 Black men.
I also understand that there are issues of lack of trustworthiness. And I say it in that way because understanding that the onus of gaining the public's trust lies in the hands of people like me.
That belief of gaining trust and bridging a path has always been with her since her days as a PhD student at UNC, according to Dr. Aravinda De Silva, Corbett's mentor and professor.
Even as a graduate student, she was very involved in promoting science, going to schools, speaking to groups that typically would not consider careers in science.
He says between 2009 and 2014, she studied the human antibody response to viruses, specifically dengue virus. Corbett even traveling to Asia for several months to study that virus. Now she and her team making history at the forefront of the novel coronavirus.
Well, I'm very proud, but I also knew that Kizzy would go on to do great things. She's very level-headed and can handle pressure well.
Dr. De Silva expects Corbett will continue her research with COVID-19 and find ways to get people of color interested in science. Right now, her industry is nearly 70% white, according to the National Science Foundation. Tim Pulliam, ABC 11, Eyewitness News.
It's been an historic day for science and medicine. A nurse in Queens got a round of applause when she got the first shot in the city. It kicks off the largest vaccine distribution effort our country has ever seen. CBS 2's Andrea Klein-Thomas introduces us to those on the front lines getting the first shots.
In this moment, 52-year-old ICU nurse Sandra Lindsay became among the first people in the country outside of clinical trials to receive the COVID vaccine. It was administered by Dr. Michelle Chester, and in an instant, the two Black women entered the history books.
This is just a little part of what I can do to end suffering and pain and death.
Representation here is not a mere footnote, especially within the context of how the coronavirus has disproportionately impacted Black and brown communities, the same communities where many are now skeptical about getting the vaccine.
My colleagues and my family have already been reaching out to me and say that now that they've seen me take it, that they themselves will take it.
Dr. Yves Duroseau, the emergency medicine chair at Lenox Hill Hospital, was next. To many on the front lines, this is personal.
I had someone in my family who I've lost, their uncle, and I have someone right now currently in the hospital, a family member. So this continues, and the way to stop this is through the vaccination.
Still, the distrust in communities of color is rooted in a painful history, one Lindsay acknowledges.
I don't feel like I've been used. I would say to them that this is different. It's being offered across the spectrum.
A shot in the arm is considered our only glimmer of hope.
We've lost too many people, and this is our saving grace at this point in time.
Two Black women, unflinching and unwavering, are at the forefront of our country's healing. Andrea Klein-Thomas, CBS 2 News.
Well, my people, these clips right here speaks for itself. You know, the message that I'm giving you is to beware of the Judas goats. That's goats in plural. Okay? You see for yourself what they are doing. That's mighty funny. You never see, they say that, which I know is a lie in the first place, what I'm ready to say, but they say that COVID-19 is disproportionately affecting blacks and brown people. You know what I'm saying? In the communities, but where do you see brown people getting the first vaccination? You see, they are targeting black people. You see what I'm saying? They didn't even make it public about the first white person, even though there are white people that's actually getting this vaccine. All right. But they have not made it public. You see, and those are the ones that are being disproportionately affected by this COVID-19. Okay. This is all I got for you guys today. Please remember, people, to live your life as though we are being watched. This is James, and I'm out. Peace.